this woman. They cannot do a second autopsy. If I were to tell you the dynamics of what happened here, they would say, I'm being emotional. I'm a journalist and I'm an investigative journalist. Blessing, do you know that this story, as you told me, it relates to how people get killed by lightning? Did you know?
No.
When it's raining hard, kinoman suffering by trees and lightning. Do they not say you don't go under the tree?
Yes.
Don't go under the tree. People, when it's raining and there's lightning, boo, 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 and you are looking for shelter, whatever you do, do not go under a tree. Because the tree conducts electricity in the ground. When there's lightning, the ground itself conducts electricity with the lightning. It has to hit something electrical. Sure, you understand? And the only thing in the human body that's electrical is the heart. The heart is electrical. That's why when the lightning comes under the tree and hits the ground, it hits the tree, hits the ground, the person under that tree, their heart stops and they die. And you see it on the news. They were struck by lightning and they died. It's the same phenomenon we're looking at here. There's electricity in the ground and a child is standing on it. A few children are standing on it and it conducts. The minute it conducts and the child is electrocuted, the child slumped. At that moment, the child was electrocuted. System by physics. And I'm in school now, medical school. I'm studying pharmacology and drug distribution at Harvard University online. I'm in a class full of 21-year-olds. But if I know anything, I did physics to become a pharmacist. And physics, okay, will tell you how that works. Whitney, after being electrocuted, slumped and fell dead. A nurse was there, couldn't declare her dead because it's not my position to. Oh, damn it, Silara. You see the effect of lightning and the ground that I explained to you? The water made it worse. You should be suing them for negligence, and it's called gross negligence. I have 3 people watching this live right now. They're coming from America. They're reporters. They're watching this case. And children are still in Chrisland school. And parents are not accountable. Parents of Chrisland students, you need to be accountability. Call the school. Inquire. Hit their DM. You need answers. We have not seen a parent like this in a long time. Oh, Blessing, once again, my condolences. But even I had to explain to you what I saw here. And we discussed this. Please, I told you guys I discussed this with Michael, my NEPA guy at Eco Electric. Michael said the same thing. Michael said if there were wires in the area and she was actually electrocuted and she fell down, the last thing they needed to do, okay, was pour water on her. The nurse did not know any kind of first aid. Blessing. Do you know the name of the nurse of that school?
No, ma'am.
Okay. One thing I want you to do, learn from this, every parent. Everybody, you must know their name. You must know the name of the staff if your child is going out. In America, when our children are going out, my children are 36, 30, 32, and 23. When they were going to school, okay, they would send paper home for you to fill and sign. Field trip, permission. You must know the name of the nurse going with them, the school nurse, the name of the teacher, everything, so that your child comes home in one piece and you know where they go. I want to know why Chrisland did not stop the event at the time. What time?
They didn't. The event continued.
Wait. She died in one section of the stadium. Where were you in the other section of the stadium?
Okay. The stadium is in 2 parts.
Right.
The left and the right. Now, the left side of the stadium is where parents, officials, and everybody else are. And on the opposite side, you have the children. Anybody that has gone to Agege Stadium knows that it is not a very big stadium. On the opposite sides, you can hear each other clearly. If you shout at the top of your voice from one side, somebody on the opposite side should be able to hear you clearly. Yeah. So it is not a very fast stadium.
They didn't shout because they didn't want to cause panic, but the child was dying.
So Kemi, from Thursday nights, the children, they kept asking their parents, "Mommy, please help me to call my level supervisor. How is Whitney? How is Whitney? How is Whitney?" You know, a few of them that have my number, they called. "Please, ma, is Whitney? I didn't know what to say to them. But the parents said that they got across to the schools. Two parents said that they called some people in the school. Right. And those people in the school were saying, oh, Whitney is fine, she's recuperating. And this was by Friday.
They lied.
Yes.
Mrs. Adeniro, have you asked the school about the candy floss machine vendor?
Yes. I asked in somehow, and she said the candy cutting machine was not working. She looked me straight in the eye and told me, Mr. Adeniro, I promise you your daughter was not electrocuted because the machine was not even working.
Did children have candy floss that day? Did they eat candy floss?
Of course. Okay, let me state something.
Yeah.
Now, anybody familiar with Agege Stadium knows that vendors stay outside. They actually have a spot outside.
Yeah.
When I was there last year, vendors were not inside where the kids were.
Yeah.
If they were, I didn't notice, but I knew that I bought things for my daughter outside. When I crossed the stadium to look for her, match past was done. Kids were with snacks, some with ice cream, some with cotton candy, some with popcorn, some with barbecue. You know, they had a whole lot of things. Now, remember I said my daughter was menstruating.
Yeah.
And she loves cotton candy.
Right.
So because I did not see her during the match past, I was crossing to tell her that, come, be careful with cotton candy. Don't eat too much. That is why I was crossing to tell her.
Wait.
That is why I went to look for her. When I didn't see her, I said, let me go and look for this girl so that this other team more. Cotton candy. Because I saw kids already eating theirs.
Wait, hold on. This is where I investigate. Man, I'm 59. I'm going to be 60, but my brain is seeing something. Maybe you've seen it too. Hold on. Your children, your phone number is with the school, right? In case of and you were in the stadium on the other side. Did they call you in that stadium?
No, at all. They didn't.
Even when this emergency,
let me state something, because the trolls that have been dragging me, I hope they are here and I hope they have a conscience. And I keep saying it, no matter how much you were paid, there is a place Omoluabi, your conscience should come into play.
So when this crisis and emergency happened, the school did not dial you.
No.
Did they know you were inside the stadium?
Now, that's what I want to state.
Go ahead.
Now, when the inter-house sports program was being organized, we were told to buy t-shirts.
Right.
I think it was 5,000 naira.
Right.
It kept escaping my mind. A few days to the inter-house sports, I said, with me, please. I will give you 5,000 tomorrow. So you will help me to pick up t-shirts from school. So that day, I gave her 5,000 cash. And I reached out to her supervisor that, please, help me to give Whitney a t-shirt.
Exactly.
For me. And the woman said, okay, let me get back to you. A few hours later, she got back and she said, the t-shirt is sold out. I said, oh, hi. What will I now wear? I don't like looking different. Oh, she said, I'm sorry, ma, but it's sold out. I said, okay. My baby came back and told me, mommy, they said it is finished. So I took the money from her. So on the day of the inter-house sport, I was wearing a mufti. I wore a shirt dress. If you want, I will send you a picture of what I wore.
Right.
I was very conspicuous. You could see me from anywhere. Because I was the sore thumb in a sea of parents wearing wine color t-shirts. I was among the few on mufti.
Okay.
That is number one. Number two, when I got to that stadium, you know, I told you I got there on time.
Right.
When I got to that stadium, I met the principal herself.
Okay.
We greeted.
Right.
I told her, Mr. Mao, sure you don't see me here. I'll be here, me buy. I was not able to get t-shirt. Oh, she said, you didn't buy now? I said, yes. I wanted to buy, but it kept escaping my mind. She said, yeah, but when I wear it, it's also good, it's also fine. I said, thank you, ma. We smiled. And so she could not say she didn't know I was around. We greeted, literally. I wrote my name in the register. I saw members of the PTA. We talked. Oh, Mommy Whitney, hi, how you doing? Oh, good afternoon. I love your denim. I love your hair. You're looking beautiful. You know, we greeted. I sat in front, not far from the chairman's table, because my husband asked me to get him pictures of her when she was in the match pass, because he wasn't coming so early. He will come and join us later. So I was in front trying to get pictures to send to my husband. So all all these factors made me shocked that, but I was here. Una call me. If they had called me, my child would not have died. If they had called me, my baby would be alive, because I would not ask questions. I will carry her on my back, shout for help. Somebody would have helped me. They knew they didn't have an ambulance in that field. They knew they didn't have a doctor. If they had called, "Mommy, with me, please, we need you," I will not even ask them what happened. I would have backed my baby and rushed out and screamed, "Somebody help!" Chrisland parents are well-educated parents. We have doctors, we have nurses, we have lawyers, we have paramedics, we have pediatrics in our midst. If they had called me, I would have saved my child. I would have saved my child.
Mr. General,
but
please.
Because they were trying to cover up, they took her body out of that field and left me running up and down to look for her.
And continue the event.
Yes! And the event finished. And another thing, before they even came to see me at the hospital, they have already gone to the police station at Penn Cinema and made a report. So while I was at the health center crying with my corpse of a baby, they have already gone ahead to make a report at the health center, to the police station. When coming to see me on Friday, they came with a lawyer that was telling them what to say and what not to say. And people are trolling and kicking me.
Do you have a copy of the police report they made?
I can't.
You don't have
I can't have a copy of it.
Why can't you have it?
I don't have it.
Your lawyer should get that police report. It's very important. If you don't get that police report, Chrisland has no right to be asking for a second autopsy. We want to see what they told the police in the police report. You said something about this case was a civil case. Mrs. Adeniran, do you realize this case might be a criminal case?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Dr. Kemi, at this point, I don't know. They are trying to frustrate me. See, people saying, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong.
That's what happens at the inquest. This case
to be
a criminal.
If I cannot be hysterical, I cannot be crying and running and doing like down. No. They have to tell me what happened to my child. And until that is done, I will show up on social media every day. I will cry out.
Don't worry.
Will cry out. I will involve UNICEF. I will involve WHO. I will involve CNN. I will involve everybody I will involve. Chrisland will not play games and frustrate me to drop this case. Even if it is the last thing I do before I die, they will tell me what killed my child.
Nobody has paid me. I'm not asking for money. Chrisland people, friends of Chrisland, Adenirans haven't paid me anything. Friends of the Adenirans, Chrisland hasn't paid me. I'm going to defend media freedom. I'm going to find the truth. I have not spoken to the school. I'm going to reach out to the school. They will probably tell their lawyer to call me. What I'm seeing here is very bad, okay? Mrs. Adeniran, the school has not given you the name of the vendor. They told you the cutting machine was not working, yet children were eating cotton machine at the event. Now, even if the machine was not working, well, that could have caused the electrocution. Maybe
if the machine was not working, why was it at that place?
Right.
If the machine was useless, because I said that the man had never started working. Right. If the man had not started working, why was he at that point, at that spot?
So if the machine wasn't working, it could well have caused the electrocution too.
Dr. Kemi, Dr. Kemi, please. I want to clarify some things.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't want to make trouble. If I wanted to do wahala with them on social media, as of when my child died, I had 10,000 plus followers. I could have come online that Thursday night and we start dragging it. But I kept quiet. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Until they pushed me, because they brought a man here that threatened me. And the man said, hope this issue is not yet on social media. And I said, what? What did you just say?
They brought they brought a man to your house?
Yes, the Chrisland team. They came, the director, Mr. DME, the principal, some members of staff, and they came with a man. The man was among them. Yes, they came with that man, and they started dragging all these issues with me. All I wanted was the truth. They are doing everything to frustrate me. They are doing everything to make me back down. And I know, Chrisland, I know your spies are on this live. Listen, you have put my life and my business on hold. I promise you, whatever it would take, I will get justice for my daughter. I swear on her grave. I swear on Whitney's grave.
Mrs. Ajay,
I will get justice.
I'm